medical companies, since that criminal did say that it was kind of something like medical in origin that gave him the abilities.
Right. Somebody zapped him with a ray and then injected him.
So I started looking into different medical companies in the area.
And it's not a giant, he's just in the
I can't tell you off the top of my head which ones are in the area. There's several, I don't know if there's pharmaceutical companies in Charlotte or not. I have to look that one up. That's a direction I didn't see you guys going. But in the next week or so, you don't get any real leads.
Right.
You do find out that it sounds like he got
injected
injected with a super soldier serum or something, a super soldier thing. Those are illegal, mainly because the government doesn't want just anybody using them. Most of them have terrible, horrible side effects. If they're not done correctly, they can kill, drive insane, or just like melt people, or turn them into some like hideous, grotesque things, you know, and give them powers, but then they're like mutants. They're gross.
I'll also become a little bit obsessed with what was his name? The old hero of Charlotte.
Mechanical fusion.
I also become a little bit obsessed with mechanical fusion.
Oh, there's a ton of stuff online about mechanical fusion.
Because I'm kind of wondering if mechanical fusion's abilities are similar to mine or not.
Okay. He fired, like I said, it was a ray, a radiation ray type of thing. It burned people severely sometimes. He didn't kill. And he always used his fist a lot. Usually he reserved the beam rays for like supervillains or monsters or alien invaders or the like. For run-of-the-mill like bank robbers or whatever, he would just punch the crap, knock them out. Sometimes he could just intimidate and that kind of thing. Nobody knows if he's a robot. There's all this debate online. Was he a robot? Was he a guy in a suit? Was he a cyborg?
Right.
You get all kinds of different debate online. There are some websites dedicated to him. There's a Facebook page dedicated to him. You're doubtful that he set it up. There's not like anything. There's no pictures that aren't pulled from newspapers or other websites on it. So there's tons of information. Nobody still knows who he really was or what happened to him, except that he retired. He retired very publicly. They've got a YouTube video of his retirement speech saying that he's putting his time and it's time for him to relax a little. But it doesn't give any clues as to his origins or even if he was a machine or a man. But yeah, there's tons of information out there for him.
Okay.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay. And you, we've already kind of dealt with. Oh, Lilith. Yeah.
Also a few things. I did not mention that I spent one of my remaining 6 to bump up my dex by 1. So
okay, yeah. As long as you can only raise your dex as much as you already have your dex.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
It max 30.
Okay. So, go ahead.
I spent this time also focusing and using my other hero points to increase my mana pool.
Okay. So that's a couple points then too.
Yeah, I used the rest 5 to get 50 more.
Okay. Wait. Oh, your energy.
Energy.
So up to your energy. Yes.
I keep calling it mana.
Okay. That's what she thinks it is. So.
So yeah, now I'm kind of hanging out with Lilith while he's finding out information because I can have them both out now. And
he can't be out and find out information. Unless you have a computer. He can use a computer.
Oh yeah, no, we're out and about like doing that sort of stuff.
Okay. So he's like grandpa?
Yep.
To you guys? Okay.
Yep. That's the whole
It is getting
pose.
stares.
Yeah, we are dressed really weird.
Yeah, especially him in the uniform. And then on Monday, September 22nd, that jewelry store gets robbed. The one that was in the newspaper articles or the information. Information on that is that there was reportedly $50,000 in jewelry taken. Nobody actually activated the silent alarm or any kind of alarms. From surveillance footage and information released or leaked from the police, the customers actually helped the man to empty all the cases of jewelry. One of the managers, it looks like, from what you can get, actually went in the back and opened the safe and brought out more jewelry for this guy. Jewelry stores in the downtown area are reportedly very nervous now. But then several days go by and nothing else happens, no sign of this dude. The media's been having a heyday with you guys, though. Fox News, our favorites. One of the new alleged heroes, they don't do that, they go, heroes of Charlotte, doing to apprehend this supervillain who's robbing jewelry stores downtown. Both Jeweler Charlotte N.C. on South Tarrant Street and the Candy Box on East 7th Street are very nervous, apparently. And they interview some of the people, like the managers of each of those jewelry stores.
Is Candy Box a real place?
Yes, all these things are actually real places that I'm using. Except for like the Rouge. Chez Rouge, I made it. It's totally made it.
Alright. Just curious.
I'm gonna try to use real businesses for the most part, even though the interiors will be different and whoever's in there is obviously going to be different.
What? I hang out at all.
Okay, so you guys are looking for a little girl. You've heard reports of some new superhero dressed all in black with a mask who has been depositing robbers, muggers, and that kind of thing with police officers. Is that correct, Caitlin?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll knock him out and you'll drag him to find a cop or something on a beat and be like, these guys are trying to rob this old lady or
Well,
whatever.
how about I just,
Yeah, how do you want to do it? You tell me. I'm sorry.
I'll just like beat them to unconsciousness and then just leave them there.
Just leave them.
So like
Yeah.
take out?
So
Yeah.
somebody is beating up people in Charlotte apparently. There is a rumor going about that it is a superhero and she's stopping muggers. And all the people that have been beaten up, well, they haven't actually reported it. They just go home and get upset. But there have been people who, there have been people who said, I was getting mugged and this woman showed up out of nowhere and the guy tried to stab her and she beat the crap out of him. And then she told me, what do you tell the people who actually are like just standing there watching you as you work?
Stay in school.
Victims. What are you telling the victims? Anything?
Magic Man does drugs.
That's her message.
I don't know, I guess.
Do you say anything or you just do your business and leave?
Kids
I
want
just
cool
say,
powers? Do
I'm
drugs.
glad you're okay. My name is Short Circuit, and then we found
Okay, so that's the name that's getting out of
Jump
short
away.
circuit. And jump away.
Magic Man and take Tyrone and make money.
Yeah, Tyrone's gonna be back.
They just run
Our
off.
phone is gonna be mad at you.
With my money. With my money, bitch. Okay.
How did he know?
This Tyrone look like it's
After about the 10th time that you do this, he's gonna start adding up and figuring out exactly how short he is. And it won't be hard to track you down.
How does the fake magic money work? Does like once he's a certain distance away from Magic Man, it turns into nothing?
Ooh, again, so. Yeah, any ciders still here?
Say what?
Any of the ciders still here? Or no?
All the cider's still here.
Yes.
Anything that's in that fridge is right now is yours, I think, down the bottom.
Yeah.
My beers are up top. What happens is, the guy just puts the money in the pocket. It's not like a wad of money. It's probably like, I don't know, 40, 50 bucks. I'll have to actually look that up and figure out what you would pay. I'm sure it's online.
Sounds about
Everything's
right.
online.
How much is drugs?
And where can I find them? In Charlotte.
Help me, people, help.
I'm going there this weekend.
That's what it is. I'm sure there's some Boone people who
Unless
know where
it's
they
a
get it.
So he gives him some money and he just shoves it in his pocket or puts it with his other money and then he comes up short later in the day. Maybe he's beating up one of his other guys who he thinks is cheating. Who knows?
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm pickpocketing it.
Could be.
Okay.
Okay, so you've heard about this other superhero. Foxy starts jumping on that. Short Circuit, what kind of name is that? She's a woman, right? Maybe she likes to use the, the toys.
That's
It's
nice.
Foxy. You know how they are. You know how they can be. Boobs on the ground, or whatever that jackass said about the...
I saw that. What the hell
Anyway,
was
so...
that? There's like this, the first lady
Pilot.
pilot
Fighter
that bombed ISIS or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like this girl was like really hyping her up. She's like, man, this is like one of the greatest things. This is like a really important woman right now. And then like one of the other male casters was like, yeah, first boobs on the ground. And just like expected that to be a good comment or something.
exactly.
And she just looked at him and she's like, why you gotta ruin it?
So you gotta in this world, Fox News is pretty much can be the worst,
Yeah.
especially
Well,
with women,
don't watch it, really.
minorities.
But I guess I should.
Yeah, I don't watch it either.
I
It's
don't watch
awful.
it.
It's almost all
If you
opinion.
say you're doing what you want to hear. then
Okay.
you watch
Normally,
it.
but since now I'm like kind of out there, I guess I
At least
look
pay
through it,
attention.
yeah.
Okay, so others are questioning, whether or not this person is doing good or bad. Blah 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 blah. A lot of victims have been coming forward and been like,
People just want to know.
Yeah,
"She saved my life.
anything.
I was having a date with my
Yeah.
girlfriend. These guys came out of nowhere.
Permission from me saying
Then
no.
she saved us. It was
Because
great."
like of who he is, not because of what he's doing.
Yeah.
Edward, you were going to go looking for the other. You're trying to find information, or you're actually trying to find this?
Yeah,
other
because the
superheroes?
underground network, I imagine, is
Oh,
where
yeah,
it, like,
tons.
yeah, right. So I'm
Yeah.
just like trying to like snoop around. It's like,
Okay. Yeah, well, you got Bob. Bob's got a TV that
Bob.
actually works, and he's
Cool.
got cable. Go figure. But he's always watching Sci-Fi Channel.
Hmm.
Poor guy. But yeah, you can find out about that. Arclight and Ajax are apparently working with the police, which you can find out. That there's a superhero called Short Circuit. You haven't really heard about any of the rest because you're keeping under wraps mostly, aren't you?
Wait. They went to police. Did the police pull footage of me on the?
Not that anybody has seen yet.
Or
Okay.
me?
Not that
I was
anybody
kind
has
of
seen yet.
okay.
no, they were
Keep in mind too, those bank cameras are not great. Faces, they should be like super great, so that bank robber's face is super clear, but they're still all hard to pull.
But they have like the whole footage, right? Probably.
You would guess, yes.
I
It showed
live,
you just a little bit.
I
Yes.
live in the worst part of town.
Mhm.
Am I running into any issues over there?
Strangely, no, not at all. Especially when Lilith is around. Some of the meat she brought you back was already cooked. There you go, hon. Tastes like pork. She must have found a pig somewhere.
Oh, long pig.
So,
Cute.
interesting.
So,
She's something. Yeah, she's something all right. There have been reports of some people disappearing in the worst part of town. So, not a lot, like 2 people have been reported missing, and blah, blah, blah. You're over probably in that part of town too. What is the worst part of Charlotte? Is it?
it's on the more eastern side.
Oh, eastern,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You know it's eastern side because even in Charlotte they don't call it east side.
Don't they?
They don't.
Okay.
It's the Eastland Mall area.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. So
So
I'm trying to get
bad.
a kind of a feel for Charlotte. So you find out pretty much most of the information I told them, not
Right.
obviously Magic Man's. You haven't made your appearance yet. I apologize for that. You don't hear anything about that guy in the suit,
I remember.
Vanguard. And you don't hear anything about, obviously, the little girl. But you do hear about these 3, although you might not recognize her because you had no idea what her name was. But she is on black, reportedly. And you do hear about Ajax and Arclight. They're very much in the spotlight. And you're down there one time, you walk in on Bob, and there's a commercial on. And it's like, I can fight crime and deliver the mail. It's real corny. It's like, U.S. Post Office, still kicking ass, or something like that.
When delivering your mail.
And my roommate probably be like, dude, you can do that, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he points this guy out to you. You recognize him as the guy that was in front of the bank.
He grew up in Charlotte. What?
Yeah, so,
You can do that.
do you do anything besides research, Edward?
Yeah, those other movies, I also try looking around. I'm just gathering.
Okay,
He's the
I don't want to
information
go on a
gatherer.
circus.
you try to find, hold that thought, bro. You try to find some of these weird ones that people that are keeping out of sight,
Yeah.
and they're very good at it.
Okay.
What you do find is that there are places where there are some crudely dug tunnels that actually break into the storm sewers. And it looks like they're coming from in there somewhere.
They're on your territory.
But it's in the edge
Do
of
other
the
people
territory.
think I'm one of them? One of the outsiders?
No, the outsiders are like man-sized. And from what little they could see of them, they're like hunched, and then they move very quickly to get away from anybody who's coming around, especially somebody with, well, they all have like flashlights and lights down here most of the time. But no, they know you already too. And so that little community knows who you are and knows you're not a threat. And you're Bob's friend. So, yeah.
Bob's the mayor.
Everybody knows Bob. Well, everybody knows Bob.
He's got the TV.
He has a TV and he was an electrician or something, and that's why he is pretty popular down there. He's also very old though. But, yeah, that's what you find out.
I was thinking,
Mm-hmm.
I may have seen her, as I'm a bouncer. Like, that's probably where people get robbed, is around bars. I might have seen something different.
Potentially.
Okay.
This guy gets drunk a lot.
That's
Who?
true.
Right.
We're not sure yet.
Oh.
You have to, you get to decide that. Where's all your money going? You gotta think about it. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I know.
Is it
Spend it all on that
protection?
suit.
It's all the protection money you're paying to the mobs to leave you alone.
How
was
about
your
I
question,
wasn't
though?
poor, but once I kind of came out in the limelight, I've been buying these fabulous things.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah,
But you were
that's
just
why I'm
living
extravagant.
frugally and saving your money, and now you're not because you don't have as much money.
Until I get a superhero suit, I fight in a suit.
You find a suit. Okay. With your face all glowy and stuff.
Yes.
Bo, you had a question?
I was just gonna say,
That's
like,
why there's
you know, I'm
only
keeping
eight
an
on
ear
the
out the
chest.
whole time we're running the show.
Okay.
Just like for small talk and stuff.
You hear a lot, especially in your part of town. There's some weird stuff going on. Anyway, and also there's been a jewelry robbery with $50,000 in jewels missing. Is there anything that anybody wants to do about that?
And that was when they were closed, right?
No, they were.
If I see a guy with a top hat, I'm picking his pocket.
Are the cops
I mean,
investigating?
Yeah, he's
wearing a
coming around
top
your part
hat.
of town. Yeah.
Exactly.
I get
Yeah,
that.
oh yeah, it's definitely an investigation by the police. There's been news articles in the newspaper. There's been newscasts on TV. Wow, what are the heroes going to do about this? You know, that kind of thing from some of them. A lot of the newspapers and TV stations are being very... They're treating news of you guys with kid gloves right now. It's like they don't know if you're heroes or anti-heroes. People died in that bank very violently. They do know that. They don't have any more detail than that. So they're like, who killed them? The police won't release the information. There's tons of speculation, especially on, again, Fox News does a lot of, bringing in an expert. What do you think? You don't really know the situation, but what do you think about it? There's a lot of that in real life on Fox News. So,
Yeah, there is.
so yes.
Could I possibly? Well, I wouldn't have No, I saw him as a vagabond, right?
Yeah, you saw him as a bum.
So would I have noticed
give
him
me a
buying
look.
drugs from Tyrone?
Probably not. Tyrone keeps his business on the down low. But you might see him playing the card game round. So make
Do I have to make a luck roll?
Shell game.
The shell game, sorry. You just do the shell game. You should have a lot of different games.
Yeah.
No,
really,
should've
like,
seen
you know,
it.
Not really.
related.
That's why you don't have any money. Okay, and you thought you might, let's see Caitlin? Caitlin, did you hang out? Where's your bar? That's a good question.
I don't know Charlotte.
I don't either.
I know where Amelie's is and that's it.
Is it a nice bar? Is it downtown?
I make $28K a year from bouncing.
Okay, you're probably downtown.
Yeah, and
It's
I
probably
love.
one of, are there bars downtown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think one in the
plenty.
Whiskey River.
Yeah, plenty.
Yeah.
Ooh, that,
You might
one. That one.
Whiskey River? Is
Yeah,
that-
Whiskey River's
Yeah.
pretty popular.
Yeah, it's very popular.
Okay, that's where you work. Whiskey
That risky river.
Risky River.
Oh, you
Oh,
love
the
it.
Absalom.
So that's downtown itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in the heart.
I'm guessing.
How about
Do you want to
that,
be fighting crime downtown, around the edges? Where exactly would you kind of patrol?
I don't know why people don't like it.
Probably.
There's a lot of alleys downtown.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is.
downtown.
Okay, downtown.
A lot of stuff happens downtown. That would
Okay,
make more
so
sense.
Yes.
Yeah, Richmond's big, but downtown.
yeah, make a luck check to see if you spot her finishing up some jerk.
You changed the speed
I
factors out of
should
nowhere. I
be-
could be like, oh,
Meow?
I can do it.
Yep, good luck. So you
Yeah,
want
what do I
to
roll?
Makes
Okay.
You want to
Normally it's okay. Once in a while, I just fit something in this like.
79
79.
out of 100.
That's
Just right.
awesome.
Okay. So
That was really loud.
you're done with dinner one night, or done with work one night. You got out a little early, about 9 o'clock.
Oh,
Really, really.
Yeah. They're like, take a night. You have been.
In real life?
Killing it, huh?
Yeah. Well, she's
Really?
how big is your character? normally?
18.
Oh.
She's a big
I
woman.
thought you meant like you worked.
You're walking
For
home,
real?
So,
and
yeah, I'm a bouncer.
you almost flubbed your luck check.
Flub.
Almost
You're walking home,
Well, I still got it.
and no, you still got it. And somebody says, you hear a moan come from an alley nearby.
Sounds drunken.
No, it doesn't sound drunk. It sounds like somebody in extreme panic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go check
Yeah,
it
a drunken will be like,
The alligator's gonna
this is
look
like
oh.
And then there's 2 of them.
that kind of thing. You go check it out, and there's a guy kind of sitting there with his back against the wall, and he goes, "Can you help me? Help me by giving me your wallet." And he's got a gun pointing at you, and you see another guy come out of the shadows. Okay. So they're pointing guns at you, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this woman in black comes up, and she grabs the dude. How strong is your character, Caitlin? She got super strength?
Yeah, she has.
Okay.
Super- 41.
She grabs one guy by the gun hand like this, and like completely surrounds the gun and twists it back. Tell me if anything is not something you would do. And then she swings him and flings him into the other guy. And then she's on him with like the flats of her hand, like.
I like that.
Okay. And she beats the crap out of him. You just stand there like. You were thrown off guard. You've not done any superheroing yet.
Yeah.
She's wearing a mask, and she's in all black.
And she
And then
karate chops the villain.
yeah, she just beats the crap out of these two muggers, takes their
So
guns.
she gets both of them?
What do you want to do with the guns?
The guns?
Yeah, they both had a gun.
I'm gonna throw them on the ground and stomp on them.
Okay. She's what is your
So you
what
flatten
is your
them 'cause
strength?
you're not
What's your
wearing-
strength?
Yeah.
41.
41.
Yeah, she just stomps the crap out of the guns. I mean, well, that might not be a great idea because there is
Okay.
explosives.
How about,
They just
wait.
Yeah,
Alright.
throw him on the gun.
You could bend them in half or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Somehow bend them and
just
break
bend the
them
barrels
without
down.
them going off.
Okay, yeah, you could just rip them apart. You've got a 41 strength. It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
So you see all this, and it kind of throws you because you're a bouncer. You've dealt with stuff, but nobody's ever pulled a gun on you before. So that is. And then, do you say anything to this lady? This very very big woman standing there. Looks like she's got a lot of muscles too.
Yeah, I'm not fat.
Stephen Hawking.
I'm glad you're okay.
Oh, that's right. That's your thing that you say to everybody.
I need a short circuit. See you later.
And then
I run away.
and then she runs away.
Sounds legit.
Do you say anything to her? What do you want?
Well, I mean, she runs away.
Yeah, she just takes off further down the alleyway. And actually, it's
Hit
a
with these
dead
if you want a job.
And then she gets to the end of the alley and she just runs up the wall and disappears into one of the rooftops.
Jeez. I can do that.
Maybe you should. You've been thinking about it ever since you found out that you have crazy. Well, you've known about your superpowers for a while,
Just
right?
wait it out.
You just haven't used them.
I mean, I've used them, but not in town.
Good.
Like,
Okay. So, again, yes.
So I see all the footage. Well, no, I hear about from
Yeah,
the TV
yeah.
about
I'm
all
gonna go
the bank, the jewelry robber,
Yes.
and I think it's the guy from the bank robber, and I start to get curious.
Okay.
So after work, I start patrolling the area.
In costume?
No, not in costume.
Okay, so right now you just walk around, kind of walking around. There are a few jewelry stores downtown Charlotte. They're scattered pretty far apart though. But if you walk, you just kind of walk the beat, so to speak, and kind of keep an eye on it. You can do that. Edward, Bob's found out something. It's so funny.
Bob.
He
Which
turned
one you
red,
guys
dude.
looking like?
man. I'm crying too.
Over there. What did you
He's
say,
like, yeah, Edward, you're looking for those hold down, guys. You're looking for for information on those superheroes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here's that one guy's address.
What guy?
That Arc guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have his address.
Yeah, it wasn't easy to find, but I have that. But Chili Pepper. There's some guy down there calls himself Chili Pepper. He loves eating chili pepper. He's got a computer hooked up. He got the internets. So yeah, it's this thing like everywhere. I don't know. I don't get it. He got that, and I said, well, what? Edward wanted alligator. Wait, damn it! I can never remember your name. He wanted to know about these guys, and so apparently that guy's like got a phone. And so we went to this he went to this web place, and found out his phone number and his address. He's got a piece of paper. Well, yeah, it's a piece of paper. It's pretty dirty. And he gives it to you.
Cool.
So,
Do you know where this is?
Stop trying.
I'll go talk to Chili Pepper.
Chili Pepper?
Yeah, Chili Pepper actually can pull a map of Charlotte up on his. He's got a broken laptop that looks like it's been like put together barely, and he can show you on the map where that guy's house is.
He Googles the direction.
Okay, you two, calm down. What is so funny over there?
I don't know. Everybody's making all these jokes and I have no idea.
Whatever, I know you're behind it.
The internet's funny.
The internet's funny.
Internet is interesting.
Does anybody know, or anybody from Charlotte know if there's a library near? I don't think there's one on the east side of Charlotte, but
Actually, there is one in
there
east side.
still is.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know there's one kind of.
I don't know if it's still
north side.
Oh, cool ranch.
operational, but supposedly the last time I was there.
You could probably find a library from Walton.
Unfortunately, though, I just know about South Charlotte.
Okay, so you've got his address.
Good. Yeah, good.
Because it's online, it's not going to be too easy to find.
Right.
Chili Pepper, I'm going to write that name down.
And they've been printing my name as Kurt Richards too, I guess, right?
If you've been giving it out, yes.
Yeah.
If you just gave it to the cops, then
Richards, Arclight.
it did get out eventually, but it wouldn't be like everywhere.
Every commercial. Hi, I'm Kurt Arclight Richards.
No, post office is not going to make. You're just every postman. That's what they want you to represent for them.
Man, kids are gonna be so disappointed when their mailman shows up. Do the light thing. Not me, kid. Eat the mail.
Okay, so you saw her. You're patrolling out of costume. Did you want to go and you two could spot each other. You're gonna recognize each other, and you're both in the same part of town. So there's at least one point or another where you spot each other. You have Lilith out, and she's with this creepy ass little girl with red eyes, wearing this red.
Oh yeah, do you want a
outfit.
picture?
Yeah, show them the picture because
Are you?
I never got this picture.
You're a female in this one.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm a 13-year-old girl.
That's who he's with.
This is who I'm with.
Are you based on?
You remember what I look like, right?
No.
Let the right one in. That little girl.
Say what?
So you're two
Let
blonde
the right
girls.
one in. Is that kind of like what you're basing this whole?
This is her. The what?
The right what?
Yeah, Let the Right One In. Have you not seen that
Sounds
movie?
familiar.
It's a great movie. It is
Yeah.
a great movie.
The one
I've
about
never seen
the little kid and he meets a girl, but she's
Yeah.
a vampire.
She's a vampire.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
It's a really good movie. Watch the Swedish version. The
It's
American
not
version's
the,
alright.
Yeah, the Swedish version. Yeah.
Swedish version's so much
Never heard
better.
of her.
Oh, and you see this really old guy too.
Oh yeah, he's apparently with her grandfather.
Is that a Nazi?
No, it's a British.
I should have made him a Nazi. That would have been so good. It's like, what the hell is this guy doing? God, that would start so many fights though.
That would. Hey, that'll also explain why you're not getting in any trouble.
Thanks.
They see this Nazi dude and nobody's like,
We don't want to mess with that.
Alright.
Tell him. Set some out.
So you two know that you're in the same part of town. You met her. Vanguard's looking. Edward, are you gonna do anything with that information?
Is
I
it
wave at
close by?
No, but it's accessible by the sewers. You can get there in a couple, like an hour walk. Phone? Bob has one actually. It's an old phone. He's got it hooked up to. It's one of those phones that like the linemen use. About 10
You might know that.
Oh no, I know you, Bob.
You do know?
Okay, hold on.
I'm not calling him though.
Okay.
I was going to go place that just so I know where
Okay.
it is.
It's a really
you want
cheap
to
little
drink?
house. Is it a trailer?
Yeah, pretty much.
my cider's in there.
It's in a
if you
mobile home park.
like to grab. And you can
Trailer.
grab one too
It's
if
a
you
really
like.
cheap mobile home park. It's one of those ones that
It's at the bottom of the
white
fridge.
trash mobile home park.
This one?
Huh?
Yes.
You used to live in one? It's like that
It
thing.
is sinful apple. Can I have one?
They're all singles.
That is my most favoriteest drink I've ever.
They're all
Check to
single
see if
wives.
there's
That's
another
okay.
one in
They're all
there.
There
singles, and his is actually in decent shape. You can keep it up, I would assume. Yeah. So yeah, you scope it out. Looks like it's set up. You can easily
his
find out that he's
bottle
connected to the
opener is
sewer
in that
system
drawer
as
right
far
in
as
front of
like sewage.
Or he'd cook it out.
Use the storm sewers to really get around. It's a lot more sanitary.
Yeah.
Trade me.
Okay.
You're right, there was
Anything you
no
want to do about that?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna confront
Oh, go confront him.
Come from.
Glitter Man.
Never heard of him. You want to play the show game?
Okay. I heard game. My character heard game.
Fast talk. Success.
No, you never do it. The other little
I'm all
girl
about
comes up-
games, kid.
The other little girl comes up and is looking over your shell game with like cold, dead eyes.
You gonna get eaten.
So you play the shell game. Are you gonna try to trick her into losing? That's what you do.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Are you on drugs right now?
Are you? Just a little bit. Okay. Okay.
That's why I'm not weirded out by the girl. I don't know if she's real.
Okay. So you're pointing out the wrong one, and the other little girl picks up the other two, and it's not in her any of them.
Oh,
That's how the shell game works.
got him.
Did that really just happen?
Yes, it happened.
But it's right here. And it's under there.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, it's an illusion. She goes, no, it's not. And she like shoves her finger through your little illusion.
Well, it's right here.
You so dead.
Why are you pointing to this food?
He has glitter.
balls.
Glitter.
Did you say cause
Can I have
glitter?
a piece of his?
Pretty stuff.
Who is he?
He actually showed some very impressive magical talents.
Show us your impressive magical talents. Your illusions are crap.
It's a 9-year-old girl, by the way.
Yeah, it's a little 9-year-old girl.
Too?
She's very cute in a creepy, otherworldly, shouldn't be alive kind of way. She's just watching you.
Round 2?
Show game.
What do you do this time? I mean, do you do anything?
I'm just looking in between you and her.
She's kind of glaring at you. The other little girl is. There's a resemblance. They look like they could be sisters. The old man that's with them is just kind of, he's watching from a little ways behind. He appears bored.
I guess I start round 2, but there actually is a ball this time.
Okay. Observation, see if you can keep track of it.
66 out of 73.
Okay. So she points out the correct one this time.
It's not under there.
Yes, it is. He made it invisible. Your powers are pathetic. I can smell the ball, idiots.
Smell it?
What?
No.
Round 3.
Let's just kill him.
Wow.
Kill him.
He's a gesture with one joke. He's a one-trick pony. He's worthless. I don't know what you think you saw, but I see nothing.
Maybe we should.
Let's go back in that alley. I'll make it quick. That's what she says to you.
I say maybe we should just go back to the library and try to find the soul hunters.
Fine. And then they wander off. They wander off.
I wave goodbye.
Or they walk away. I don't know what you want to do about that. The whole situation was kind of weird and surreal.
Shit, he has like some